Good morning, good people. This is your Poolproof Wisdom Moment. I want to start today by saying that I am a fan of eye contact. Doesn't matter where. It can be across the street. It can be on the parking lot when I'm encountering someone on my way into the market. It's at work when I am actually paying attention and looking at the person who is speaking to me. It can be any number of ways that the circumstance warrants me actually paying attention, but I will do so by always making sure that I look at the person when they're speaking to me so that they know that I am present. Eye contact for me means exactly that. It means you are paying attention, that you are present, and that you are not ignoring the fact that the other person is there, present, and doing something that deserves and therefore warrants your attention. But think about how many people we encounter in passing who have exactly the opposite reaction. They see us coming and they avert their eyes, they drop their heads, and perhaps even we sometimes will do that, not necessarily intentionally, but more subconsciously, where we just don't want to engage, or we figure that it's best not to look at people because it may be perceived incorrectly. I suppose there is a creepy way to look someone in the eye. Yeah, if that happens, I can understand that. But more often than not, it's just making sure that the other person knows that you're present and that you acknowledge their presence. When you fail to do that, it seems sometimes that you are trying to disappear, not trying to be present. You want anything else but being present, in fact. And that message is indicated when you drop your heads, you avert your eyes, and you don't do anything to make yourself known or to indicate that you are actually here, taking up your rightful space, doing whatever it is that you should be doing. When I was a kid, my mom used to always tell me, and this is going to get a little spicy for those who aren't comfortable with expletives, but she would see me on occasion doing exactly what I've described. I would be shuffling along, I'd drop my eyes, I'd avert them from anyone who I was coming up on, and it really did seem to bother her. And one time, she took me and put her fingers under my chin and lifted my head up, and she said, "Baby, you look the world in the goddamn face." She had her own way of saying things, as you can tell. She says there's no reason for you not to look at the world because the world is always looking at you, and you need to make sure that you are looking right back so you don't miss anything. She told me that, and it somehow sparked within me a very clear understanding that I have the right and the responsibility to self to make sure that I was participating in the world by making clear to people, here I am, this is who I am, this is how I am, I see you, and I'm good with the fact that you're seeing me. That idea has carried forth with me throughout my adulthood, which is the reason, as I said, I'm a big fan of eye contact. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stop putting yourself in the position where you think that you have to make yourself smaller. You have to try to perhaps make yourself disappear. Look the world directly in the face and take up the space that you take up, with everyone being willing and able to acknowledge it because you make it clear that you are here, you're staying, and you're not going anywhere. So take a look, world. Here I am. That's your Poolproof Wisdom Moment for today. Find me on Apple and Google Podcasts, on Spotify, on my base podcast platform, Anchor.fm, and podcast platforms everywhere. Have a great weekend, everybody.